Hey there, Soul Shines. It's Michelle here. And yes, 9 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, but I am doing my video today. At least I didn't neglect it. Sometimes when it gets this late, I just I don't want to do it, and I put it off. But I'm committed to you guys, committed to myself. I've been creating awesome things with YouTube and my manifesting stuff, and I've got to fulfill it, right? So I was talking to a friend the other day who is having financial problems. And I asked her what part of her home I'm not sure how I asked her, whether I asked her, where is money in your home, or what part of your home has money or is associated with money, something along those lines. And she's like, there isn't any. I'm like, well, there's your problem. How can you have money if money doesn't have a home inside your home? So right now, whether you have money or not, whether you think you have money problems or whether you are just feeling prosperous and extremely financially abundant, ask yourself where in your home represents money. What part of your home represents your money situation? And here's the thing, it can be in your home, it could be your car, it could be your yard. So don't get caught up with it being in your home. But it's within your stewardship as far as property goes. Okay, there's going to be something or somewhere that represents it. You're going to also ask in each room, you can stand within the room and say, what part of this room, or where in my room, or what in my room? So what in this room represents my money? And here's why to do that. Just like everything in our life is a manifestation of what's happening inside of us, a representation. Some people don't understand the word manifesting. Everything that is happening, every experience in our life is a reflection of something going on inside of us. And the same thing can be said of your house. Everything going on in your home is a reflection of something going on in yourself. Your home can be immaculate, but still be a source of valuable information. So imagine where in your home is represented by money, and then ask some more questions. Start thinking about, how do I feel about that area? What kind of thoughts do I have about that part of my home? And if your thoughts are negative, well, first of all, if you don't even have a place where money exists in your home, then how can you have money in your life? You have to have some representation of money in your home. Because if you don't, then that's a reflection of what's going on inside of you, which means you don't have a representation of money at all. You don't have any part of you connected to money. So you've got to create that connection. You can imagine, when I see money, and I've talked to somebody else, I see the same thing. We imagine little money butterflies flying around. Money, 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 little butterflies. Okay, so imagine butterflies flying around, and they represent money. And if you don't already have a place that represents money for you, imagine a butterfly, a money butterfly, flying into your home, and see what room it lands in. See what part of a room it lands on. And then notice how you feel about that part of the room. Notice how you feel about that area of your home. Not just what you feel, but what you think. Do you have a lot of clutter there? Do you have no room for it? Maybe there's so much clutter you don't even have room for money. You can clear out that area and create space for money. Maybe it's a place that you don't like. You're like, I can't even stand that part of my home. It's ugly, it's icky, it feels nasty. That means you think money is ugly and icky and feels nasty. Notice those kind of things. Notice how you feel about the area, and then realize that that's how you feel about money. And sometimes that's just enough to help you realize that you have some things to change. And then you can do some things to change it. You're going to ask yourself when you first started feeling that way about money. When did you first start feeling money was icky? And, just whatever comes to mind, even if you don't know, like if it's always, then you can ask yourself, how many years before you were born, or if it's even yours, because sometimes we take on things that are genetic, like our ancestors, and then we say always, because we're holding on to their stuff. And so there's different things you can do. There's different techniques that you can use. You can find people, you can ask me questions. Ask me, well, how do I change that? And I'll see what I can get for you to help you change that. But one of the things that you can do is start clearing up the energy of your home. Because if you're clearing up the space in your home, that means that the stuff that you're like, because it's a reflection of you, right? So if you clean up your home, then it's affecting the energy inside of you. If you change the energy inside of you, it affects your home. The more healing a person does on themselves, there's a couple things that happen. One is when people start healing on themselves, they could live in like this crazy cluttered life until they've done so much work on themselves, and then they're like, oh my gosh, I cannot stand the clutter. They have to clean it up because they're no longer vibrating with it. And so there's a part of them that has to clean it up. So that's one of the things that happens when you clear it out in yourself. The other thing is things just start naturally clearing out or clearing up, or you end up finding a better home, which then makes it so that you have to clear up your stuff. When you move into the better home, things go into order. But that can only happen if you've been creating order in yourself. And so one of the tools is cleaning up your home, taking and realizing and doing it intentionally, knowing, okay, this area in my home represents how I feel about money. So I'm going to clean this area of my home. And when I clean this area of my home, it's going to clean this area inside of me. It's going to clear my relationship with it. When you add that intention to your cleaning, it makes it more powerful and it helps it to stick, so that it's not just you're constantly trying to clean it and you feel like you can never keep it clean. If you feel like you can never keep it clean, you definitely have something going on inside of you. And so you need to ask yourself, if you have an area you cannot keep clean, you need to ask yourself, what does this represent in my life? What does this represent? And then recognize the correlations between how you feel about that part of your life and how you feel about that part of your home. Do you have something that seems to be cycling? Like you can't ever keep it clean. You try to clean it up and it comes right back. Do you have something like that going on in your own energy? Do you have, does it seem like things are going good and then bam, they go back down? Same pattern. Notice the patterns that your home shares with you. And where does money have a home? Let me ask that again. Where does money have a home in your home? Where does money have a place in your home? Where does it belong? Where does the energy of money belong, and how do you feel about it? I hope that you feel amazing about it. I hope that you have created the space for it to come in, another thing, this just came to me, is that some people don't have wallets and purses. If they're ladies, they don't have these kind of things. Even sometimes men don't have wallets or billfolds, and they just shove money in their pockets, or they don't even ever carry cash, or they're just they kind of treat money pretty crappily. If you want to take care of money, you give it a nice place to hang out. So I love my wallet. I absolutely adore my wallet, and I love that I get to put money in my wallet because I have a place for it, and it's exciting. But do I have a place in my home for it? Oh, that's my alarm saying time to get off. Actually, that's not what it's for. It seems to go off quite a bit when I'm doing videos. Just some things to think about. I definitely have some spaces to look at in my house and to sit down and ask myself the same question. Where is money in my home? I know that my home has a place for money, but I'm not sure if it's still in the places that it used to be, because we've done some moving around of people, and so the rooms are different. I don't know if that has affected the energy, because I haven't really tuned in since we did that. Anyway, that's what I have for you today. I hope you find this valuable and awesome. Feel free to share the video. Feel free to like it, comment, all that lovely, wonderful stuff. Remember to let your soul shine big, bright, light, and beautiful. Be the you that you're created, and use your house to help you figure out what's going on so that you can clear the energy and be the you that you were created to be. I'll see you guys tomorrow.